Podcast, read all about it. When it comes to podcasting, we are number one. All these sponsors ready, the big step ready, the internet above the up. Welcome to the Friday, Hey Arima,
hey Digo,
hey Brooklyn,
big up Canada,
hey Caroline,
long down in Tobago,
Sherry Life, UK London, Sherry Life, everybody there, Sherry Life. Why?
I breaking the place.
Random singing.
I breaking the place.
Take your phone on.
Sherry Life,
Kaden,
Sherry Life, Debbie,
Patrina,
Sherry Life, Jacksonville, Sherry Life,
Todd, Jillian,
Sherry Life, Sadie and Joanna, Sherry Life,
everybody just Sherry Life. Friday,
and
line, start the show.
Black people like you know.
Pizza. Pizza. Pizza.
Share the live. Share the live. You're watching Fry Bacon Live, the #1 podcast in Trinidad. Ooh.
That's how we go out of good tonight. We'll try the best. Yeah, man, oh. Friday.
I thought you said not singing the
I'm trying. You can make? You can make her.
I going on what we say inside, which is that we're not going to over-exert, so I'm not expecting you to try to sing, to put me in a position to try to sing.
Nah, you don't try.
Yeah, so...
You know tell the words at all.
I'm not.
Who down there? Easy, Ayola, good evening. Marcia, good evening. Hayden, good evening. All right, so this is what we need all to do, really. One time. It's going to be a little bit different. The energy is a little bit not as it would normally be. This is flu going around, and I tell you, boy, flu mash you up, you know.
It's very funny that all of a sudden I was scrolling just now and I saw something saying that, well, I don't want to say it, but they're saying that there's some mysterious flu and some people died from it.
What?
Yeah, I just showed you that, bruv. I just took the phone and I showed it to you.
I just thought I didn't see the die part. That's what it is? It's alleged?
Well, that's what they say, but the thing is, it was a US news thing. So that is you ain't reading properly, you just glimpsing.
Yeah, I just see the
It's the same thing like when you send, it have all kind of memes on TikTok and thing. When you send 1,000 memes to your favorite person and they don't check it properly, you know how that is song? You know how that is feel? It don't feel good. So I had to stop showing you things if I know you're not in the right frame of mind.
You showed it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I saw mysterious flu going around.
Mm-hmm.
I said, what? That's what we pick up.
And they didn't read the whole thing.
I didn't see that.
So what I'm telling you is I will also stop sending you TikToks because even on your WhatsApp, I send you 2 videos on your WhatsApp and I say, I get no response from them, so I know he didn't watch them. But then I say, you know what? Don't even ask anything because one of the videos was pretty sensitive and I think he probably just don't want to talk about it.
Which one is
But
that?
it don't matter.
You see, you sending it to me when I on work in
No,
the hot
bro.
sun.
I did not send that to you in work.
And you home.
I did not send it
This
to
is
you
you
when you was
lying
in
down
work.
in the bed. Hi, let me send this to JD. And then I, in the hot sun, getting ping, beep, beep. And when I look, you're my hey boy. So I'm checking the phone to see if there's an emergency or there's something wrong. Not to go and watch in the hot sun with a mask around my face.
Right. So when you reach back in a safe space in the car or whatever. Good
I
night,
probably
Ocean.
forget by then.
Nothing in you that say this person who sent me that not a normal person, no. This person whose name is Nisa, wife. She sent me a particular set of videos and I think I need to get to those. That doesn't go through your mind at all. It's just treat me like every other message and
every
just
other.
forget it.
First of all, I don't get.
It's a question. It's not a statement.
You see, depending on the time, it's not time for me to sit down and relax and watch videos. So when I finish work, I get in the car and guess
Right.
what? I coming home to food. You understand?
Ocean, say goodnight. Share the
Let me
live.
put that up one time. Share the live. All right. So let's just start the show, of course.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, let's start the show. Of course, it's a difference this evening. Nisa and I, we are not well. I got the cold on Wednesday. It hit me. Was it Wednesday? Yeah, I was supposed to record. No, Tuesday. I started getting symptoms on Tuesday because I was supposed to record. It didn't happen.
What's that again?
Symptoms. Right? And then by Wednesday, I was down. Thursday, kind of got back up. Friday, had a relapse. And today, I'm, coming out. My eyes look nice and okay now. Nisa, how your eyes looking? Yeah, she's still droopy. But the thing is this. Let me get this, Drew. Right? On Tuesday, Nisa says, walking very strongly and proudly, if I might add. When all your men get sick, it's like the whole world, they stop. Well, they're like babies. That's what she said. Like babies,
Yeah.
And I was, no, let me finish.
Okay.
And I was pretty much in a fetal position. I was folded up. I was bad, guys. I was bad.
Good night, Leslie.
But here comes Nisa today.
What's the point you're trying to make, bro?
The point is,
The point I
when
made-
you're sick, you're sick.
No,
because
no.
you make it look like if when men sick,
When
it's
men
the end of the
are
world.
sick-
But you today,
Yeah.
my friend.
Well, yeah, I was sick and you had to take care of me. What's the point? The point I made
The
is
point
that
is
when
that we are human.
no,
And when
no.
human beings are sick,
Everybody knows
everyone
that when
feels the same way. Don't try to make it look
everybody-
like it's men.
everybody knows that when men are sick, it's totally different to when women are sick.
Babe,
That's what I'm saying.
you said
Hi,
today.
Carla.
You said,
Everybody knows that when men are sick, it's a different level. All it is act like the world's
I did
stopping.
not act worse than you today. You said, and I quote, babe, man.
Actually, I said that.
Yeah.
That is not today. I said that another day when I was just tired.
Oh,
I said I'm thinking about taking a bath. I sent you. I never asked you to bathe me.
you see, you was in so much sleep and you were so delusional, you didn't even remember.
Look, Oceansea is a different
It's no damn
seen-
different.
It is different. High Spice Girl, everybody knows that when a man
Hey,
is
Spice
sick,
Girl, it's been a while. It's no damn different. You was
it's
folded up
different.
today.
Yeah, I was folded up today. I'm not disputing that. I'm simply saying that when men are sick, it's totally different. It could be all you hit all your leg, or you literally have the cold or whatever. It's just everything times 1,000 when you guys are sick.
So you find I was acting worse than you on yesterday, day before?
Yeah, you see how you get on with the AC? Take on the AC, take on the AC. Take on the fan, take on the fan. Take on the fan. And then last night...
you today. Babe, you can rub my back. My
Yeah,
back hurting me. When I start to rub your back now, put cream.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. The problem is, I talking about when men are sick. I'm not talking about I sick. What happened when I sick is no problem.
Yeah, every time I come outside, babe.
Thank you, Jilly. Jilly says it's a big difference. They're big babies. Good night, Jilly.
I beg to super differ.
No, it's not.
Babe! Yeah, man. 2 minutes, I just go outside for 2 seconds. You swear like I leave the earth or something.
Me being sick is fine. You can say everything you need
Why
to
you call
say.
me so much?
Because I needed certain things. I just saying, when you sick, when men are sick, it's almost like, check me, boy, what's going on with you? Like, get it together. It's just a cold or whatever. Hey, Linda, good to see you. Oh my gosh, how we reach there? That's how we opening the show.
I need to get a better lens for you on your side.
All right, we'll work on that.
I can't be looking nice and crispy clean here, and you over there looking kind of
I like a little,
not as...
not as crispy as
Not
seeing
as
it. But just
crispy.
keep the wide on one now. All right, the wide and one. Be good with that. Good night, Chanel. How you doing? JD, you know who that Chanel is, right? Don't go to her picture. You're supposed to know her name by now.
Not yet. Let me see.
Chanel, every time your name come up, whether it is...
The Foodie Girl sister?
That's right.
Hey, let me drop a bomb for you.
Very good for you.
So now I know the name is Chanel Melville. Wouldn't happen again, Chanel. Good evening. Somewhere we saw her again. Where did I saw her?
In work.
On
the
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
On the WhatsApp. Boy. Hey, fry bake. Nice. All right. So so
Hey, tall man. Dr. Guan.
I got the call
Men are
on
babies. Yep.
I got the call on Tuesday, Wednesday. Not out of the woods yet.
What were you hoping is
My
the
body
call?
is still hurting.
Yeah.
I still have a dry cough, which I am fighting tonight to not cough through the entire thing. Right?
So you just said you're fighting not to cough and cough in
And
the
from
same
the time you cough
statement.
one time. So we're going to try to get through tonight 1 hour and a half. We're trying to do 1 hour and a half because 1 hour is injustice.
And if
Right.
you talk slow like that, we go fast. You ain't go, no justice.
All right?
Hi, G. Okay.
Where is
All
that?
right,
a
that's it.
spam?
Yeah, you can move on.
Yeah. All right. So let's start the show. So our apologies for not starting the usual singing. What is this? A spam?
Just move on, JD. You have to learn how to do that.
If it's a spam, I'm blocking you one time. Herbal medicine. Oh, no, it's not a spam. My apologies.
Yes.
sorry. Right, so well, apologies for not doing the usual intro, but we just don't have the energy to sing. We would not be having any random singing tonight, to just let you know one time, because I don't have the energy, and Nisa definitely does not have the energy whatsoever.
Hey, Debbie. Here and there has not been baked for a while, right? So let me move on from that
Yeah.
one time.
Can we please share the live? The reason for asking to share the live is not just for saying it sake. It is to work with the algorithm. And it helps us. It just helps the show. I don't even know what to tell on it. It just helps the show, all right? So please give us that share. Also, if you don't like sharing and putting things on your page, if you're not about that life, at least like. Just like. So like is easy.
I like how you say that though, but I want you to finish it so that I can move on because I don't want to be in the intro.
Yeah, at least like, because some people don't like to, some people don't like to put things on the page. They find the page is their own, and I get it. So, but you can at least like or love the comment. And what will also be super superb if you're looking, this might be asking a little bit more, but at least say good night in the comment section. Say hi, so we could start get familiar with everyone who's looking.
All right, let me address. Tall Man Repair says hot ginger tea is the key. Somebody else also told me that yesterday. Creed Black. I told him I think we're coming down with this thing, and he said ginger tea.
Well, we've been drinking.
Well-
not that fake. That's fake ginger tea.
Well, obviously it's fake ginger tea, JD. You saying that is a thing in a pack versus the natural organic ginger. Somebody said we could do random poetry. That could work. We could probably try that.
Random poetry.
Yeah. I wish we knew what flu was really going around because I've been hearing about it. A good friend of mine had it. She couldn't even go to work this week.
Thank you, Luann. My daughter, Skylar. Thank you.
You heard what I just said?
Who couldn't go to work?
I didn't say the name, but I'm just saying I wish we knew exactly what was going around because it's very bad. The body pains, whatever. You know, so hopefully we get over this so that we can actually go back into the workplace.
Well, thank God it wasn't long like COVID. Oh, COVID was a whole 2 weeks. It was 8 days actually.
It wasn't 14 days?
Well, it's 14 days to be quarantined, but the from the time first day of the symptoms, by the 8th day, by the 3rd day was the worst. The 3rd day, you think you're going to the Lord, and then by the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, you start to feel better. 8th, and then the other days is just to make sure you're in the clear. So yeah, I guess I'm an expert on COVID because I had it three times.
Hey, Liz. Hey.
Who gets COVID 3 times?
Love and Africa. That is our friend JD over there on YouTube.
Yeah, easy. Oh gosh. All right. So let me see how these shares are going. But let's just start the show one time. We have 6 shares.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for the 6.
Appreciate it.
Oh, no, actually we have 21 shares.
What?
I just refreshed the page. So thank you.
We taking 21. She says, good night, Nisa and JD. Hope you guys are feeling much better. COVID was the worst experience. Yeah, I mean, COVID, I remember feeling, you all know we made it through a pandemic, right? That wasn't, if you're alive today, to thank God for that is something you must always do because a lot of people lost their lives. And I remember thinking I might have been one of those persons, you die and, people can't come to your funeral and, so thank God we over that. But when I saw the thing tonight about the mysterious flu that killed 143 persons, I'm like, bruh, universe, give us a little ease up, please. You understand? I ain't able. You could go
They
to-
even have a name for it?
No, it just says mysterious flu. Hey, let's celebrate. First time viewer, hope you guys feel better soon.
First time viewer, and you come. First time
too.
you come through, and you came through when we not at our best
Hope
100.
Hope you come back.
Thank you so much. Hope come back next week, please God, when we up there. We are a whole lot better than tonight, trust me. But thank you for coming. Thanks for coming through. All right, so let me start. Welcome inside another edition of JD's Vlog. Welcome inside another edition. Welcome inside.
Hold on. You want me to get a sweetie for you? You go for the sweetie now.
I'll get you. I need some water.
Why it is you don't put your pants where it belongs so that when you get up, you don't have to pull on your shirt? You know, I just can't deal with that. You get up, you understand? Even in work.
That is where
You wake up, you stand up, and the life had to see your bumsy for 2.5 seconds. That is supposed to be private property.
Huh? You seen anything?
I don't want to see. I don't want to have to see it. You understand? Put your pants on your waist so that when you stand
how
up,
they will know it's perilous
so that
under
when,
your hand.
who cares? That's part of the problem that you have. You're always doing things for people. Put your pants on your waist so that when you get up, you don't have to pull down your thing. But you know what? I just said,
I cannot wear my pants up. You know where your waist is?
well, okay, forget that.
Let me show you.
No, forget that. Don't put it up there.
Right?
Okay, don't put it there.
No, hold on.
And there's also a thing
hold on.
called sweatpants season. So depending on the sweatpants season means women just be seeing your goods, right? So
Hold
be
on.
very careful how high you pull that.
You want me to walk around like that?
Listen,
This is where your waist is.
come pull it down because I'm seeing something there. And I ain't going through that. You understand?
Well, that's
Put it on your thing right here so that you don't have to pull down your jersey to cover your bumsy when you get up. Thank you for the water.
You want me to walk around the place with my pants on my waist?
I just
You want
said
me to get beat up, I work it?
I just said forget that. So while you're laboring on something, I said, forget the waist, but just still put it down a little. You like bacchanal, that's your thing. Because if you listen, you would have heard me say, no, okay, so don't put it on your waist, but at least put it a little higher. Right? I don't like it. But then, you know,
It
I'm
is
struggling.
not low like how I used
Yeah,
to
but I'm
wear it when I
struggling.
was in my 20s, obviously, because ain't nobody got time for that. My pants used to be below my buttocks. Way below my bottom. Actually, it used to be down by my leg.
Yeah. You proud of that or something?
No, I'm saying that I grew up. So it's not there no more.
So you stop growing now then?
So, but where it is where it's comfortable and where all men supposed
And
to
what
wear
I
their
am
pants.
telling you is, it may be comfortable, but every time you get up, and I even see it on the station where we have live cameras all the time, I just tell myself, you know, Janisa, don't say nothing, because most times you tell people certain things, they don't receive it well, and you see how you're getting on there. If somebody can't tell you something without you becoming irate, what is the point of trying to say it? But tonight now, I notice it again, and I say, you know what, let me say it now. Right? Because you stand up and for 2.5 seconds, what's supposed to be private property, right? People have to see that.
No, Joanne, that is where he said your waist real high, JD. No, Joanne.
Your waist is actually
That
where
is
they
where
sink here, right?
Yeah, listen.
Right. Because
when
when
you
you
go
by
by
the
a tailor
seamstress,
or
it's right
and
here.
they take your waist, it's up here by your. It is literally
By your navel,
by your
in the middle of your navel there.
Who
Hi, Angela.
wears their pants? What man wears their pants by their navel?
First of all, we need to get out of this living for people mentality. You know, I wish
That's
a
what I'm
lot
saying.
of us.
I'm wearing
Because you keep
where-
saying, first of all, you say you can't wear it.
where I wear it, babe. Where I wear it, it feels comfortable.
I'm telling you, every time you get up where you feel comfortable, there is an order. We see it for 2.5 seconds and you have to pull it down.
Well, 2.5 seconds. Okay, there.
Well, I go show something for 2.5 seconds.
Let me see.
Every week I will show it for 2.5 seconds, and that is 2.5 seconds by every Saturday for 12 months in a year, and you'll see how people will get accustomed seeing what is not supposed to be there.
Get up
seeing
and
it.
walk, so let me see.
No. Understand what I'm trying to tell you.
Get up and walk, so let me see.
Really, I'm being real serious, right? Good.
Ready to start eating?
It is comfortable, but every time you get up, you have to pull your shirt down because your buttocks area is showing.
You just you married a gangster, you know, Jet.
Jetty, you know, the Bible, it have some things on TikTok where they just talk about people who overly spiritual. Put me in that category if you want, you understand?
No.
Because
Don't do that.
I believe that you have to be very careful about what you label yourself as. You are not a gangster. So do not say that.
Let's start show now.
Yeah, but you need to now listen to what I'm saying. You do not say certain things about yourself. So the thing on TikTok, the girl was saying, "Oh God, I'm not gonna die," and then the over spiritual friend was saying, "No, don't use those words." You know, of course it was a joke, but I am telling you, thank you, Ocean. Doesn't look good. Do not say those things about yourself. That's not who you are. You say that about yourself to get what rank with people who don't even help you pay bills.
Rank.
So what are you saying that for? That is not who you are. That is not
JD
who
is
you
a
are.
handful, you know, and she's laughing.
Hey, Kanisha, that is
Kanisha
not who you
gets
are.
the joke. Apparently, like you're losing your sense of humor as well.
No. I just, to me, there's a point where, are you rolling your eyes? To me, there's a point in life where certain things just don't become funny
Hope you're not the
again.
gangster in the movie Punisher. Well, my brother, Easy Jacksonville, good evening.
There you go.
And JD, stop provoking. Kill you gangster in your mouth. Keep quiet.
Somebody
and
says they
calling
love
things
my
in-
sweater. I got this sweater made years ago by my friend Kim Sylvester. I don't think she does them anymore. But I saw this and I'm like, hey, I need one. So, and it stood the test of time. Hey, Monique.
Hey, Monique, good
Yeah,
evening.
there you go.
Yo, let's start. We ain't even do no thank you to the sponsors, nothing yet. All right, welcome inside another edition of JD's Vlog. What's up? My name is JD.
My name is Nisa.
This is Fry Bacon Live. Shoo! Every Saturday, 7:30 p.m. We are right here, unless Nisa is, well, surprisingly enough, you were on time and you were sick for the entire day and night. Today I thought you would have been late. So that's very confusing. But we are here on time, 7:30 p.m. every single Saturday. I want to say thank you so much for coming through. All right. So let's give, of course, give kudos to our sponsor. This is the Little Caesars Fried Bacon Lime, right? We know they are our title sponsor. And this is the newest addition to the menu right now. And it is the bacon crust. So basically, here we are to do. Bam. When you walk into Little Caesars, you just say, you know what? I normally don't like to eat crust, you know. But you see this time, I'm eating it from the front to the back. Front to the back. Anybody who like to eat from front to the back? This is the pizza for you because it's definitely has bacon on the crust, so you can eat the entire thing, all right? And for only $25 extra, you can stuff the cheese. You can take cheese and stuff the crust. It's called stuffed crust. It's very awesome as well, all right? So thank you to Little Caesars. Also, they have the party meal going on, and if you didn't know, Eastgate, for persons who in the East, right? You don't have to go down to where you used to have to go for Little Caesars. You don't have to go straight to Tagarigua.
You mean Orange Grove?
Orange Grove, right? You can head to Eastgate because Little Caesars is at Eastgate now, all right? This is one of my favorite items here at Little Caesars. It's Crazy Puffs. It's awesome for kids. I know that. It's perfect for the children. But guess what? For the kids at heart like myself, it is absolutely delicious. There's nothing inside there. Nothing inside there that tastes like this thing. You need to go check it out. It's only $20 with any additional, buy any pizza, and it is $20 extra. If you don't want to buy the pizza and you just want to buy it for the kids, it's $30, all right? This is what you got to do right here. If you want to send us some love on Cash App, we have a Cash App. You say, JD, oh, come on in, Trinidad and only a Cash App. Don't study it. We have things in place. $sign JD's Vlog. And you can send your love and your donations if you want to, you want to show us that love. Thank you so much for that. Let me show you it again one more time. Cash App. $sign JD's Vlog. Thank you so much. Right? My apologies. I hope this don't happen on Monday. Please go on now. Jaranis is headlining. What are we talking about?
Jaranis is headlining Where Monsieur, because this is YouTube, a YouTube comment.
Big up the GIF.
Thank you, Siobhan. I appreciate you. But I guess the person would say...
Yeah, they say in here, something here.
JIFE Music Gospel Festival.
Yeah, I think I saw him on Instagram, he and the band somewhere, but I don't know what is going on. But shout out to our brother Jaran flying the flag high, you understand? All the time. Nisa?
Sir?
How you really feeling now?
I'm good. Let's do the show.
Body better? No pains?
No, I have pains,
Okay.
but I'm doing the show.
All right, so we gonna
Let's go.
start one time?
Hey, good night, Jillian. Nice to see you. Yeah, let's go.
All right, cool. I started saying, hold on there. There we go. JD and Nisa are not professional counselors. We give our views and opinions on real life scenarios that people send to us.
We also encourage our audience to chime in and give their experiences. They are also not professional counselors, unless they are.
Now on to the topic.
Watch and enjoy.
Share the live. Share the live. You're watching Fry Bacon Live, the #1 podcast in Trinidad.
Right, so this one, I'm going to be bringing it to you because it's a brethren of mine, This is, I asked him for permission. Of course, I'm not going to call any names. He does not live Trinidad, but, excuse me, he left Trinidad a while now, probably like when he was in, I think, Form 4. And we was catching up.
Does he have an accent? Because I know that is one of your pet peeves too.
Yeah. He could have an accent.
All right.
No, he does still song Trini when he wants, but he is naturally. Anyway, so I asked him for permission to share on the podcast. He didn't even know we had a podcast because we haven't spoken in a long while. We were just catching up and telling him, we have this podcast and what's going on with you there. I would just probably like to find out what you guys think. All right. So,
before I let you continue, there are a lot of people who message and they're like, I wish I could just tell my story. But a lot of people, I think I said it the last time as well, anonymity is a thing. So people have their stories, but I guess, I don't even know how next year might go, but they want to tell their stories, but they don't want to tell their stories at the same time because there's a real fear of being judged. It's weird because even though your name is not called, people are still like, they because they know they put it out there, there's a kind of apprehensiveness with going through the comments and seeing what people think and all of that. But God is good. Let me hear a story.
Mm-hmm. All right, sorry, 1 second. Let me put the logo back up. There we go. Yeah. Right, so, we was talking, catching up, that kind of thing. And I said, so, we talk about family life. I tell him about mine, that. And he said, boy, this is actually happening right now, right? Or, well, yeah. So I know the outcome, but I'm not going to let you all know the outcome because I want to find out what you think that he should have done. So he's been in a relationship with this person for over 10 years, right? And then they decided to get engaged and tie the knot. So right before, it's not a long story, right before now, the day before the wedding, did he say the day before, boy? Yeah, the day before the wedding, everything in place, seems like it was a big wedding too, people flying in, family from all over the region, the world. He said, bro, it's a scene, right? He said right before, his fiance said to him, she said, listen, I had to confess, I can't do this thing without letting you know, right? But there were times that they broke up within the 10 years, 1 or 2 times. She said in those 1 or 2 times, sometime in there, she had sex with his brother. Right? She had sex with his brother, and she said she just needed to let him know before. So he's asking me now. No, I'm asking you now. I know what happened. I'll tell you what happened at the end, but I'm asking you now. Is that a reason for him to postpone the wedding? To try to work things out? Or they don't reach this far already? And it didn't happen yesterday. It happened a while ago, right? But or should they say, yo, we done here already, money done spent, wedding, people flying in, wow, we can't go and postpone this thing. Let's just get married, because everything good with them, they're really, really happy. Let's just get married, and then after we go work that out. Friday night.
I kind of upset that you know the outcome already.
Yeah, I know the outcome because, yeah.
That sucks. Actually, this is a short one for me. Hey, Ayana Thomas. Cohen is saying no. Well, which
no what?
No, it's not a deal breaker. Joanna is saying deal breaker, no more wedding. Jacksonville, how long you know JD? He talking people business tonight, so watch out. Rayan says it's cancelled.
Cancelled.
Kanisha says that's a deal breaker. I would leave his brother. You say no.
Well, remember, it happened when they did done, No, and obviously there's a violation still, eh? What is the violation? The sex, that you had sex with somebody else, or, but the violation is your brother?
I wasn't sure that was going to be a genuine question.
Yeah, I pull back.
You.
I pull back.
Yeah, so this is a very easy thing for me, even though we could drag it out, right?
Yeah, she said
Ayana
the day
is saying
before.
the day before she's saying this. I'd be interested to know why she said it before. But
Well,
I think I think that's easy too. I mean,
she said that in good her conscience is not allowing her to go and get married to him without letting him know, hey, when we did break up, they're together 10 years, and in that 10 years somewhere they did break up. For how long? I don't know. But when they broke up, she had sex with the brother.
Shell
I
says
guess she just planned was to not say nothing.
wedding was off for sure. She should have been honest from the beginning. To me, it's very easy. And I'm talking from experience here in terms of people think they could live with certain secrets, even when you confess it to God. And the thing is, it keeps eating away at your conscience, and you're never really able to live a life free of that. Once you have that in your mind, that's weird. Abigail says the sex with the brother is a deal breaker. Siobhan says, while confessing is good, time and place is important. Why did she confess now rather than then? Plus his brother, I would put a hold on that wedding to gather myself. Yeah, as I was saying, people kind of tend to think that they could live with certain acts by saying, well, I went to God about it and, I could live with it. But clearly, if the day before the wedding, she's actually having these thoughts, it meant she was always having these thoughts. And bad thoughts have that kind of, it is kind of jump up in your head when when your life going kind of good. All of a sudden, the things you used to do, just kind of come back in your space. And it makes you uncomfortable. I wasn't letting that relationship go so far to then tell the man. Hi, Sadie. She says, I'm on here today. Sadie's on YouTube.
See it on YouTube.
Break down for me, please. It's a very short scenario tonight, Sadie. A couple, 10 years together. They are the fiancé, the woman, confessed to the groom-to-be
Right before they got
that
married.
she had relations with the groom's brother.
When they broke up.
Because in the 10 years that they've been together, they had spells where they broke up already.
Yeah.
And in those spaces, she would have had intimacy.
She sex
spaces
with the man, brother.
With the brother. In those broken up moments. So, JD apparently knows the outcome already, which I don't like at this point. I figure he should have just, I don't even know. But
So she decided to tell her fiance the day before they got married because she said, look, I can't. She wake up the morning and Mama she said, listen, I'm not going to marry this man without seeing something. Now the good, he tell me, Jed, boy, watch me. He said, Jed, we good. We the best that we ever was. Come and tell me this thing, dog.
Anna said she should have said it when they reconciled because, why did I not think of that? And that is why the comment section is life, So she said she should have said it when they reconciled because that's a big deal. I kind of agreeing with that. When they break up, something happened with my brother, I think you need to tell me then. That's why I said I wasn't going to allow this relationship to just keep going on and on and on and on. Now there's a proposal and wedding tomorrow and you...
But we know how it is now to talk like that.
Yeah.
But the younger we have been in situations where we feel like,
yeah, that's what I was saying.
me and say nothing, let me just
Jacksonville
forget that boy.
Jacksonville says no. She really loved him because she could have done it with a stranger. She chose his brother because she missed him so much. So being with his brother was like being with him unless his brother had a bigger something and he knows.
It's not a something.
Well, he's being respectful. What do you mean it's not a something? He's being respectful.
You
Like,
said he said a bigger, at least he could say eggplant.
I already read the comment. I said what I wanted to say and I'm moving on from that. Right? Jacksonville, I really don't think all you understand.
Jackson, he just being mischievous. I rubbish.
Keisha says, they say the truth does set you free. They broke up, I understand, but the brother is a no-go. Where is her decency as a woman, though? That brother is, You can't trust anyone, even your family. I know that's right.
Yeah, but the truth does set you free.
Yeah, it
Seems-
does. It does.
Well, yeah, the truth
does.
mash up your life.
That's a perception that everybody will have to deal with in their own spaces. The truth shall set you free basically means you don't have to live with the guilt now of having something inside. The parties that need to know, the people who could dealing with, the people who can't deal, they can't deal. So everybody has their right and space to deal with information. So there's no clouds over anybody's heads. That is the set free that people need. You thinking you're set free because nobody knows anything. And then that's the next thing. Somebody always knows. So that brother, no. So you think, you understand, this brother having this information, that is madness.
Ocean says.
What if they have a good relationship and the brother keep coming over and all them things? Bro, I'm not dealing with that. I am not dealing with that.
Ocean says the consideration is a big deal here. Transparency is a big deal here.
Linda said, JD, you just give her the outcome. I don't know. I missed it, Linda.
Where's that?
I don't know. She said you just give away the outcome. Siobhan says we have to look at this relationship with his brother because if they aren't close, the brother is whatever.
I ain't give out the outcome at all.
All I know is most of us think that once we don't say anything, we good. But guilt is like a bed bug. Every time you go into that bed, there's that bed bug there that makes sleep uncomfortable. You can't live with guilt. I don't know why people, and this is the next thing, right? A lot of us just, can we be human for
Hey, Doc.
once? Hey, Trisha. Can we be human for once in a while, not overly Christian or jump into conclusion and calling people names like insecure and this, that, and the other. Once I have knowledge that the person I was with somebody and they are wrong me, that is a kind of uncomfortableness. It don't just work for men. It works for women too. Right? And in these instances, sometimes I'm just like, that is why the Bible kind of urges us to not have a set of sexual relations before we commit to the one. Because now, unfortunately, we have these comparison moments and, it's just too much. So,
Doc
it's
says,
just too much.
Doc says, Trisha says, they had to be having some type of a relationship all along, but only Jesus knows. I kind of disagree. People don't have to have no relationship to just go in a corner and brush. That could just happen one time.
I saw a podcast that was talking about that, JD, and
Women would like to think so.
they were saying that men kind of like to say that, but the truth is, it's not true.
What?
Like the podcast, and it came from men that they were saying men kind of like to portray this thing like, the person was nothing to me. Oh, I just took her to the movies. Oh, I just did that. Oh, I just did that. When the truth is, it's not really that.
Excuse me. We come from a time where we know those things is just happen for just happening sake.
No, just happening sake has to have. Okay, I don't wanna.
I don't want to either. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Let me pull this mic down.
Shucks.
I want to know.
No, I want to know. It must have a reason.
Things just happen like that. It don't have to be a wine and a dine and a this and a that and a this all the time. Sometimes things just happen. And when I say things, it's just vice and lust and that kind of thing.
Siobhan said, One of my talents is reading lips.
Who said that? Huh?
Hey, Angela, JD took off the mic so we could have talk.
Yeah, that's why the mic came.
Woo. Ocean said, you see, because your pants was in the right place now, you didn't have to pull down your shirt. You see? Ole doesn't want to take advice from people who care. Ole hear JD coughing, I want to give Ole a story. This morning when JD was brushing his teeth, for 1 second I look into the heavens and I say, Lord, I marry one of them people who does hawk and spit. You know them people that be brushing their teeth and they act like they're fighting with the toothbrush inside of there? I said, Lord of mercy. I will brush my teeth. And you ain't gonna know. The only way you would know is because you're smelling the toothpaste or you literally hear me. You know? But this man, I say, but how far are you pushing this toothbrush down your throat? You understand? It has Listerine there, what kind of thing. That would do its part. I telling them how I marry a hawk and spit man.
Because you don't scrub your tongue good.
I do scrub my tongue.
You could never scrub your tongue good if you there and anybody who
You
scrub
want me
your
to show
tongue
you?
good.
You want me to show you?
Just had to go. If you do that, your tongue nasty.
Nope. My tongue nasty. My tongue does smell nasty on a daily basis with you.
I'm not saying you. I say anybody who
Well,
don't do that.
Well. I wake up, I say, Lord of mercy. So
And you don't blow your nose.
The neighbor had to know, well, JD wake up earlier. And this is the
That
next
is
thing.
normal.
This is the next thing that is frightening me, you understand? And I say, the neighbors cannot tell which one of us brushing with teeth and doing this thing, you know. I cannot deal with that. You understand? So when we go outside now, I don't know who them looking at. Them, just brush their teeth loud. It is not them, it is he. It's really, really nerve-wracking, just saying. Rayan says, I feel your pain, Nisa. Siobhan said, Lord, hear that cough.
I am bringing up the cold, right?
Woo, Lord of mercy. But when I was brushing your teeth this morning, I say, Lord, this is really my portion in life.
Can we get to some comments?
It really threw me off, just saying. Betty says, why did she take so long to confess and more so his brother? Not feeling that. Well, Betty, let me be realistic. Nobody is ever really excited
To
about
go and tell
sharing bad
devastating news.
And worse yet, it's not just, well, I hit a car or, I break your favorite picture. This is intimate things. So it's not as easy to just go to the person anyway to say, hey, I messed up, So I understand the lapse in time and all of that, but I'm not letting the relationship evolve and keep evolving. Before and then telling somebody this before the wedding,
So you rather. Is there a place for Lord forgive me, forgive that, wash it under the blood, the sea of forgetfulness, go get married and move on in your life?
If you alone know. But in this case, she alone don't know. The brother know. And if the brother know, the brother have a friend. You understand where I'm going with this? The brother have a friend and that friend have an ex-friend and that friend have a friend. Do I need to continue? So they will get married, pictures will go up, and then people who know, and then I just think that's a problem. There is always a place for you to confess before God. But when somebody else has that information, you might as I prefer take front so that nobody can take front for me.
Do you think that the brother envies his brother?
Why you ask that?
Because
I don't think
probably envy. I don't know. I don't.
Asking because his loyalty is more to his brother than even the wife to be. I don't think it's a matter of envy. I would to me, it had to be something, because if I try to break it down in my head, right? If I'm the brother, I would be like, yo, I can't do this to my brother. Why am I if it happened once, I could understand. When I say I could understand, I would say I could understand on the premise of people make stupid decisions sometimes. But an ongoing thing, I am now wondering if you even respect your brother.
Someone said, I would like to know what made her choose the brother out of out of all the men in the world.
Jacksonville says again, if the guy's listening, that wasn't a horn in front. It was a whistle. Yeah, to me, this is an easy sell, an easy thing. I just want to know what happened so we could probably talk about that.
You see, let me tell you something.
Somebody else.
Kanisha says, I would like to know what make you choose. All right, so check this out. Back in the day, so let me paraphrase, right? Back in the day when we were young guys, right? There was this thing where you want to be with sisters. It was an unspoken thing. Can I be real? Or it was an unspoken thing. It wasn't like a rule, but it was like a thing. I was with she and she sister.
Well, they're really badly off, you know.
And then sometimes you might put her mother in the mix.
Oh, God.
Remember we were from Arima? It's different in Arima. Malabar and thing was different. Lakota.
Again, emotional
So it
because,
was a
hold
thing,
on,
right?
let me respond to Jacksonville's statement. Nisa, this is real life. Apparently, Cohen, a lot of women, including myself, used to live under a rock.
I'm quite surprised
Let me finish
that people
now.
are acting like this in the comment section.
Who acting like what? Nobody acting no way?
Dr. Tricia saying what?
Yeah, and this is what I'm
Ocean is
saying.
saying what? I don't.
Right, so the people...
Didn't you all know that?
The people reacting are women. You know why? Because we didn't have that code. You understand? So it's a little unsettling and a little unnerving, especially when, because you all know I say we live and we learn backwards, right? So now I going over some of the things that would have happened to me. And, you know, just to see that it making little sense, it getting a little aggravating. Because I do remember a time JD would have, I guess you kind of prevented me from getting what they would call a parry. That's what they call it, a parry.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know what a parry is when 3 or 4 men make a decision that all of them going and get through.
And
But
in America, they call it run a train.
Run a train. And you, anyway. In my reality, I couldn't see that being a real thing because
I didn't like that.
the persons I was in with at that time, I considered them to just be my friends.
I didn't like that. I never took part of it. Well, I was very weird when... It's another story.
Right, listening to what I'm saying. You understand? So in my reality, so to Cohen saying this is real life, in my reality and some of the other women's realities, we're not thinking like that. So to hear, and the other thing is when you some men, one friend would get through and then another one would come along and not knowing all of that is plans. But we on the other hand,
It's
on
pretty
the other
fun.
side,
It's a meeting,
we
actually.
don't know that. And then we get caught up in these things. And before you know it, it's because 3 of them get through and that was their plan and all of that. So it feels really aggravating to live on the other side of the knowledge. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, so this is why when I have a 20-year-old daughter, and from at a very understandable age, I would speak to her, and she would say, oh gosh, daddy, you the damn it. And yeah, but she had to hear it from me. The worst nightmare and the most horrific stories she would hear. So she had to keep her guards up, even if she may not have experience in her circle, because I don't know how a circle is, but you could never tell. People is look nice, and they bad.
Yeah, you know what one of my pet peeve is? Men who, and no disrespect to JD, because I know you're not there anymore, but I guess to respond to Jacksonville, this is real life, right? A pet peeve of mine is men who run the route, and then when they get daughters, all of a sudden they don't want nobody to run the route on their daughters.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I said what I said, bruv.
Say that again.
Men who run the route did the worst, and then when you have a daughter, all of a sudden you know what you don't want her to experience. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really sucks.
that is not that is wisdom.
yeah,
So
sometimes it's not.
men who do things like that when they have daughters, they say, "Wait a minute, I was younger. I would not like this to happen to my daughter, wife, or sister." So now you impart the information.
Yeah.
Hopefully, there's a break in that type of a behavior.
Well, that's what I say, hopefully. But most times it's really just still a hopefully, because most men still.
And I just talking about regular unfaithfulness. I talking about disgusting things that
Right.
that nobody's supposed to be involved in at all. Like, all right, let me be real. Let's be real. A train, a parry is gang rape.
Yeah.
It is gang rape. And even me in my days, without being criminal or bringing criminal to anybody from my past, but I was never, it had certain things that I tell myself, me, as an individual, I just feel uncomfortable being part of. I've been around many parties. I see it happen. It had this one time, she was a school teacher. I talking about 15 young men. And it was in the room, out the room, in the room, out the room. And I say, now the peer pressure comes because we're going on. You had to go in the room. So when is my turn to go
Hey,
in the room
Beverly.
now? When is my turn to go in the room now? I say, she must be dead in there because I maybe was 13 or something like that. So I go in there and she's on the bed and she says this. I'll never forget it. She said, you can give me some water? And I said, how am I going to go outside? Now, the corridor is lined with fellas, eh? So you have to walk through a corridor of fellas to this room down at the end of the corridor. Then I said, why ask me? I have to look like I come to bring water for you like I is the soft one.
There we go again.
So hold on. So then she said, okay. I said, all right, hold on there. So I open the door and I walk through the line of corridor. Ah, boy, you done so quick. Now shall I out nothing. I go outside, I get a glass of, oh, that man bringing water for she. Then back into the room. Okay, good. Here's the water. I never see somebody drink a glass of water so fast in my life.
Yeah.
So let me finish now.
Yeah, I need you to finish because.
So I say, yo, don't beat up yourself, don't stress. It's all good. You just think. So I turn the music up. You understand? And I say, you don't beat up yourself. You have to worry about me. There's one less person here you have to worry about. And she said, oh, God, thank you. And she lied down on the bed. And I watched the clock. I was over on the double-decker. And I waited 15 minutes. And I waited until I started, bum, bum, bum. Oh, hurry up now, boy, my thing, whatever and whatever. And I left the room. And I've never, that was the first time, and the second time was in New York, the third time was somewhere else, 10th time was in Canada. It happens all the time. So it becomes now like, it became like, a normal thing. But I know I could stand up in the court of law and say, yeah, well, that was never my vibes. That just wasn't my vibes.
And people just wonder why we have.
Because I had sisters. I just wasn't on that.
Why we
I
have.
used to feel sorry for them years. Literally sorry,
And people just wonder why we have these kind of societies that we have, where there are some women who just don't want to hear nothing about no man, and they are very close to being feminist. Hold on. They're very close to being feminist and angry and whatever. It's because, they just have seen so many horrible examples of male interaction.
Yeah. Actually, that's a very good question. AJ says, JD, you never tease you for being a good one.
I like your name. How it's
Yeah.
spelled.
So you know what? Just in closing in this little testimony of my past, they always used to. I used to get teased for not smoking marijuana for a very long while until I gave in and I didn't like it. Just wasn't my vibes. I used to get teased for. I lost my virginity at a very what I would call old age. You understand? Yeah. I was just always on singing and things. So call back Jax. But yeah, to answer your question, yes, I used to get teased. But at the same time too, I was always a kind of leader. So you can really tease me for too long now. Because then you understand, that ain't gonna be too good. I used to take it because on the block, everybody had to get teased. You understand? But don't over tease me because that could be a different situation. Jax.
Hey, what's up? Good night, everybody. How is everybody?
We
you know, how you
good,
doing?
we good. We getting there.
Okay. I call it touch on two things, and I hope all they get well soon too.
Yeah,
Alright.
thanks.
I call to talk about the guy and his fiance. I think he should have just go through and just go ahead and married.
Right.
I mean, she come out and she tell him she didn't, hold it secret.
Hmm.
I understand. Yeah. Well, then again, knowing is the brother, I doubt he went and tell people what he did to his brother girlfriend. I doubt
Right.
it. Then you had to wonder too. Was it a personal grudge he had against his brother? Maybe that brother would have married if he had interfered with one of his bird, earlier, and it was just a payback. However it actually go. And Nisa, with you, I beg to differ, really and truly. I understand what you're talking about, the train slash parry, but it have women who will tell you straight. They want to experience that before they married or settle down. They tell you straight out.
What? Okay.
Yeah. It have women will come out straight and tell a bunch of guys who she tight with.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I gonna marry and I want to experience this. I always had, just like how men just fantasize about it,
Yeah.
women do too. That's some women. And they tell you straight, I'm gonna get married and this is something I want to do because once I'm married, I don't want this to come up.
Wait, talk about Jax. They want to have sex with 3 men, like 2 men or something, like a orgy something.
Parry. That women tell you straight out. They want to get parry before they're married. Sometimes they want to be good and married. And yeah, I'm telling you. And I understand how you feel as a female, Lisa, but like I say, this is life. You're going on. Parry will never done. It's been a long time. And
Well, we hope it done.
It ain't go done. It ain't go done. He's correct.
It was done because again I said the two parties, both male and female, fantasize about that. You may watch it as a kind of barbaric kind of thing, but it's a woman who will tell you the more the merrier. When she wanna see line like people lining up for to see a brand new menu, and that turns out. Oh, I'm telling you.
What?
Oh, God.
And I can leave in the comment there. Tell some of them when in 19 men would pass through, she just asked straight, anybody want seconds?
But
You Lisa, I know it may sound funny, but it's very truthful, very true. It's a women, they love it. And it's not a one time they just do it. It's not one time or 2 or 3 times. That is just what they like. You understand? It's
Yeah.
like the song Gold JD, because I know you know the song. One man alone can satisfy me.
I don't know that song though. I probably
Jax, I know this song.
Listen,
used to
I
get
am-
teased for a lot.
I am not saying I don't know that it happened. Sometimes it's just a shock that it does happen. And I even like when Jacksonville said, I find it should have just go through. It happened. It happened. All right, let me go through. Because some people do have that temperament to just be mature. Listen, it happened. Move on. I choose you. Let's have a great life. According to JD, we win. And you do that. That's pretty cool. But there are also people that just can't. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to tell me what happened. I want to know what happened.
Are we doing the hour? Are we sticking to the hour?
Well,
Because we need. All right, let's go to the break, guys. We said we're doing an hour, 1 hour and a half. If you allow us, because we are not 100%. But let's go to the break and close off this first hour. All right.
Pizza pizza. Pizza pizza. Pizza pizza.
Share the live. Share the live. You're watching Fry Bacon Live, the #1 podcast in Trinidad.
Thank you so much. Of course. Of course, Crazy Puff from Little Caesars is absolutely... And let me tell you something right now, right? Listen. I just picked this up in my spirit, right? I am not going to... You know, there are some content creators and, well, let me use the word influencer. I'm not an influencer. I don't like the word. It limits what I do. I do video production. We do podcasting. We do content creation. We do radio, the kind of thing. But the influencer kind of thing is just make you feel like you're out here to influence you to do something, even if they're not behind the brand, right? I am never going to tell anybody to try something if me, Jerry Dane Silly, a.k.a. JD, don't think that I honestly won't like it and somebody else might like it. All right? Now, I'm being very careful with food reviews. I cut down on doing food reviews a lot because I ain't able with the comment section and dumb people. Not saying that you are dumb, but let me be real, there are some dotish people out here in the internet. And like they just get real power in their hand when they pick up this phone. And when you meet them in real life, oh God, this is not what they are. Anyhow, I really pull back from I'll copy people well with food reviews. If you see me do a food review on my page, it's because I really want to, one, support the person. Two, I find the product is good. And whatever. But the set of food, shout out to Rendelina and Foodie Nation and all of them, they are the experts. And they built for that. But you see the comment section with people, because I might like something and then somebody else might find, I don't like it. But here they come in the comment section now to tell me I'm a liar. And only taking for money to food and whatever. And I just trip out. I just can't handle that. So the food review thing is be a little bit, I just doesn't take a lot of it. And trust me, plenty people has come. Every time they can hide this one, hey, come and eat my thing, and then you can't pay me with hamburger. So forget. That's our next thing, right? I say all of that to say this. You see Little Caesars? I am very happy and never thought that I would have ended up doing anything with Little Caesars because Little Caesars is a pizza that I loved from the very beginning. The first time I had Little Caesars is when I went to Canada. Before I went to Canada, I used to see it on TV. Everybody know the pizza logo, and I said, that pizza does look good, but it wasn't in Trinidad yet. This is I talking about in 2000. It wasn't in Trinidad yet. The first time I touched down Canada, my sister picked me up. All right? I was for a show. And I tell the promoter, I don't want nobody else come and pick me up. I want my sister come pick me up because she was away and we didn't see her for so much years. And we passing down somewhere in Toronto, and I see the Little Caesars sign him and pull out the side. And she start to laugh. And I had my first Little Caesars then. Right? Every time I would travel, I would have it. When it came to Trinidad, look, Nisa, right there. Right? I see Little Caesars in Trinidad. We went and we tried it. And it was awesome. We had some customer service issues. Oh, let me put your mic back up. We had some customer service issues.
Look how long that was.
You understand?
Oh my God.
Wasn't nothing to do with the food. Was just some customer service issues. And those are the days when I used to do videos about customer service and the likes. Now I don't do those videos no more because again, it's just levels to the thing. I don't want to end up with no war, with no brand and no company. It doesn't work out good for me. But the times that I did it, it worked out pretty well. Anyway, that was the beginning of a beautiful relationship with Little Caesars and myself. I don't know how long it may last, but even if they're not working with us, I tell you something, that is one pizza and brand that I would always be a part of. So I say that to say this. I say all that to say this, right? Fireburn all who feel like just doing things. And we're not doing nothing for no money out here, but money is not the end and the be all of everything. I'm not going to eat something, find it tasting like tutu, and come to tell all you go and eat it. If I don't like it, one, I'm not going to do it. It have a particular thing. It have a particular company. They come, they tell me, hey, they want to do this. And I just don't like it. So I tell them, I do not. Now I know that there's somebody else may like it. But if I don't like it first, I can come and tell you to go and try it. You understand? Mm-hmm. I don't like chicken breast. Look, me said it. We eat breast. What is the only breast we eat? The Popeyes chicken sandwich. That is breast?
I think it is a breast.
Well, if that is breast, something wrong. Because that is the only chicken breast that we eat.
Oh, Lord.
Anybody know me? I don't eat chicken breast. It's leg and thigh. So I say that to say all of this to bring it back here. You see this thing here? Me know what to do with this thing here. This thing is good.
And JD always want to buy a Crazy Puffs. True story. I feel for Crazy Puffs. I feel for Crazy Puffs.
This thing is good. No, I think they design it for children because it's very small. It's like cupcake, cheese, whatever. But here what I just do because it's only $30. And sometimes I just feel like I don't want to buy a pizza. All right? It had times I buy that. Anissa, you know.
We listen and we don't judge.
Because I see she don't eat any pork. You understand? But I run in there and I buy a little one else.
Yeah. At that time, you just come home and say, but what trouble is this? He and say, well, I'm hungry. What we eating, babe? What we eating? And I figured it out now. When he does not ask for anything to eat, it's because you eat outside.
I do a little one else.
One else. Well, I know that it's a tree house there because it's tree. It's tree.
I do a little one else. But this is absolutely good. So go check it out. If you have kids, you have little cousins, your nieces, your nephew, whoever. Show me a child that wouldn't enjoy this, or someone who likes cheese, pepperoni, pineapple, of the likes. So thank you to Little Caesars. Check out our Crazy Puffs. That's the new thing they have. So I didn't even plan to do that kind of long.
Yeah. I was wondering what you was talking about there.
Long thing there.
Yeah, God is good.
Yeah, man. All right, guys. So we have 15 more minutes because thank you for allowing us to to do 1 hour and a half this evening. I am fighting and struggling not to cough every second. Mm-hmm. And we want to go and eat something and just go and sleep.
Relax. You know what is amazing? When you're sick, your body literally takes what it needs. So I'm just amazed at how you can just sleep when your body says, hey, you're not well, it's time to sleep. Ayana said she was hopping off. All right, I hope she has a good rest of the night.
Thank you, Ayana.
Hayden says, check your shares.
Thank you, Hayden. Thank you, Ocean. Let me see. Here we go. 33 shares.
That's
awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. Remember, of course, if you're out there in the tri-state, I don't think Canada does use Cash App. I think it's only America, The UK is only America. So if you are in the States, that's our Cash App. You could utilize that as well. Thank you so much. Let me check something here, boy. Hold on now.
I want to know exactly what happened to the couple because I just find it was kind of annoying that you knew what happened and you put us through this.
I'm going to bring it now.
Normally I would know, but I don't know nothing.
Yo, buddy, I'll shout you after we're on the podcast.
Yeah, talk to me.
All right, so we could, hold on.
Cohen said you need some salt for the cough. What do you mean salt? Jacksonville, let me know if you put it in some water. Siobhan says stay away from milk products. Well, we don't do milk and dairy, really. But thanks.
Tiffany, I hit you back up just now. We're on the podcast. What? Who put that there, boy? I don't understand how I put that. to fix that.
What's that?
That people, I don't know. So. Yeah, we'll talk after. All right, so we're getting into the drink some spiced tea.
Yeah, could you tell me what happened with the topic, please?
Okay, when they do gluten-free pizza,
Yes, remember Sadie doesn't eat flour and stuff. So she's
but
saying,
and pizza is flour.
yeah.
How do you do a gluten-free pizza? Does it?
I don't know. I don't know how it works, but she says when they do gluten-free, then she'll be there, basically.
Yeah.
Not
Hey,
to
Sadie.
try to figure it out.
Warm water, salt, and I would gargle. I don't think Nisa could gargle. We have honey.
Excuse me, what do you think I can't gargle? I don't understand.
Because I know you don't like things like your toothbrush, you don't put it in the back of your throat. You could
I
gargle.
use Listerine every day, so I gargle it.
I never heard you gargle.
That's my point. You don't have to hear me brushing my tongue either.
So you just gargle quiet?
Yeah.
Never. I want to see you do it. I want to see you gargle Listerine quiet. Who does that? You have to. I don't hear you. I don't hear you, babe.
That's my point.
But that means you don't do it good too.
JD, oh my God. Can we stick to
Just
the...
like you don't brush your tongue good.
Okay.
Like how to brush your tongue feel like them churn, I'll show you. Let's get into, 15 minutes, closing thoughts?
10.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
So what do you think you should do? Closing thoughts, guys. We're going to take
I
closing
kind
thoughts.
of
on the
already
out.
said what I thought he should do. But Jacksonville threw me off when he said he should have just gone through with it. It felt good hearing it from a guy because I know that men usually, there's this weird imbalance in the world where men could have 10 women, but if women have 10 men, she's no longer an applicant for a good life. And I guess the world will never be fair, but it felt good for me to hear Jacksonville actually say, I think you should just go through with it. And, it was like a weight just lifted off my shoulders. Honestly,
Yeah, because, I mean...
I'm not done though. I'm
Go
not
ahead.
done.
Go ahead.
I do think that they would need to have some really honest conversations moving forward, especially if the brother is supposed to be in their life or is going to be a part of their lives. They may or may not, depending on, certain things, in order for everybody to be comfortable and to be able to breathe around each other. I don't think that could happen without some sort of conversations. My fear is the human mind. Right? The word of God says our hearts are deceitful and wicked. And a lot of times we think we're okay, and not till we in certain situations do we understand the capability of our own emotions in situations. So we would say, yeah, I would never, and I could never. And then only when we in these situations do we really know what we are made of or what we aren't made of. I think honesty is the best policy, especially for peace of mind. So, yeah, that's just me, especially in a marriage covenanted relationship. I think honesty is key. That way, at least if I know everything that I'm dealing with, it's better to have the back of my spouse. Don't have me protecting you willy-nilly and I don't know everything that's going on, So I believe honesty is the best policy, especially where the heart is concerned, right? So to me, if you get to a point in a relationship where you actually love somebody for real, and you really want to consider life with them, it means that you're at a very beautiful spiritual place, and that shouldn't be ignored. People make mistakes, people make horrible decisions, especially when they're younger and especially when they're frustrated. Doesn't always make it an excuse, and sometimes the consequences live on. But there are awesome people. God gives us awesome people who are able to overlook faults and flaws. So if you have one of those persons in your life, then you're in a good space, right? So if she realizes that she really has a good person and she could be honest, they need to now seriously chart their way forward so that they can have a healthy life moving forward and not have crap being brought up in their space every now and then, and all of a sudden I'm like, I don't want my brother over here. I can't deal with him right now, and it's just a messy situation. But my final answer is honestly, I think he should not do it. Yeah.
All right.
I honestly think he should not go through it. It just seems like too much baggage. But, if they could continue to be friends, if all of them could work out a friendship, yeah, that would be cool.
All right. So, well, what I think is here nor there because I know the truth. So let me just tell you what happened. The conversation. He said, boy, it was one of the hardest things to hear in his life. But because of when it happened and how good they are now, he had to weigh that. He also said they spent a lot of money. People was coming in, that kind of thing. She genuinely felt like how she said it, how you put it, boy. She said she genuinely felt like, look, she was very remorseful. And they decided to move ahead and got married. But, however, he say he lock off the brother. Say he don't deal up with he again. He said he find that his brother should have come and tell him and let him know what he's seen. And then he still would have end up working it out with the girl and whatever. But for she to come and say, so I see that your brother dog. He said, nah. So I said, you'll never talk to him again. He said, bro, right now, I ain't even interested.
Well, this you say right now.
Lock off,
How you feel about that?
I think it's pretty easy to lock off family members.
I disagree. I think you're a liar. I think you're a liar.
Excuse me? Gil, sometimes if you had to get locked off, you had to get locked off.
Yeah. All right, let me take that back. I don't think you're a liar. But I think you are a person who will try at all costs to make sure that the lines when it comes to family, that it remains open. Just as the Bible says, if possible, live peaceably. I think you are that type of person, that you will still try to find a way for it to work.
Remember, let me pull this mic down here.
Yeah. So again, that was not a
That was not technical.
We
I
took the
took the
mics
mic off, right? So yeah. So I mean,
so then a half right, then a half right, and a half wrong.
yeah, halfway.
I know I can't see myself locking off my sister.
You
But then
and
I
Risha have a
guess-
different kind of relationship.
Yeah,
too.
I guess if it's something like this situation and she's sleeping with my person and that, bro, oh my God. That's why I said, like, all the good things, we can make the good things work, But when it comes to moving into a marital situation, what covenant actually is supposed to mean, how relationships are supposed to function, healthy ones, that is. I don't know. I don't think I could deal with all of that. Like today, I wanted to tell you something. I just decided to take the high road and just be the mature person.
What is that?
The brother should never have gone for that. Cohen says, JD, let's go back to what Nisa said about her able to do things that you think.
What did you want to tell me? Now
I
you
don't-
you take the high road.
No, I was just talking about the fact that knowledge of a thing makes it weird,
What it is.
right? So if I know you were, oh my God, dialect coming out. If I know that you had a thing with somebody, just the knowledge of that thing makes that particular relationship at all times weird. Like I don't have
I know you're talking about.
I don't have to be 5 years old about it every time, but the knowledge of a thing creates a different reaction to that thing.
But all right, so check this out. With you and I,
Yeah.
you've been in situations like that where you would persons, and if they are wrong, I just feel like, that was then and this is now, and that was then and this is now. It's just not, people move on, people marry, the thing is like, yo, you want to live in that space? I don't even want to be in that space. I don't even want to be in that space physically or in my mind mentally.
But then
Dependent, yeah.
But then
No, if it was a violent,
mm-hmm.
if it was a violent or a reckless type of a thing, whatever, because you know what? The same thing I'll be doing to them is the same thing that certain people do to us. I'm going to put this mic down. Hold on. Yeah.
Giselle says, I agree with JD. It's really easier to lock off family than friends for some reason. Really, Giselle?
Sometimes, boy.
PV, good night, PV. Alex, he says, but how does the wife feel about the husband sharing that kind of highly confidential information with his friend?
Who friend? You mean with she husband? With she fiance? Boy, watch me, she jump up and say, I go in and tell him. That just sucks for the brother because he plan was to go die hard. Sucks for him.
I think it's hard to lock off anybody. To me, it's not about family or friends. It's about consideration because there are people that have your blood, but you're not even friends. So to me, it's all about relationship and the what a relationship is. It doesn't matter, who you are. So, but in terms of, I just think the mind.
Now I know the brother. Remember, well, it's a long time they gone up, but they wasn't like you and Risha.
So they weren't close in the first place.
They was his brothers. They close, but it's not. You could always tell.
The
one
more,
always had a kind
the
of.
more I think about it, the more that brother should have just never allowed that to happen. How you could allow that to happen? It had to mean that you don't like your brother or something.
Nah,
Why are you doing that?
Happen with fellas.
Oh,
them things this happen with fellas. Them things happen with fellas.
All right.
Them things this happen with fellas.
Oh, he said no. I meant the husband sharing that info with JD. Well, at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah, my dog. I get permission to talk about it.
Yeah,
no name and
no
thing. Them not even
names
live
were
here.
called.
They don't live here. No, they live in foreign. They used to live in Trinidad and they died for a long time when we were small. Younger.
Cohen says, I agree with you, JD. Now, if we're on the beach and X comes out the water and I see what Hey, I don't know how to address this no more, Only live in all world, and hopefully that works for you all. But what I was saying, JD, is because of how the mind works. It's not that I want to live there or go back
You
there.
and Risha never, when all you're small and you have a boyfriend and Risha like your boyfriend, or you have to tell she, stop watching my boyfriend, I see you watching him.
First of all, I had one serious boyfriend. I married that first person. And I never had that issue. Yeah? You're looking like you're disappointed by my response.
No, I'm just saying.
We need to talk after because
That's true,
you're
Siobhan.
sickening.
Siobhan, I do agree brothers should have a
Supposed to
code.
Yeah.
But the thing is good, dog. Sometimes it is have.
But sometimes
men who
brothers have a weird code. I gave a story on here sometime about when I was a little Nisa, and I liked a guy across the street, and I went to the house, and I remember we started to kiss and whatever else, and we were on the bed, And something just told me to open my eyes. When I opened my eyes, it wasn't the same person that I started kissing. You understand?
That happened. I passed through that already.
I remember running out the house.
Couple times.
I never looked back. I never went back. And I kept my head down until I moved out of that area. So brothers do have a code. But I guess it depends on what kind of code all you have.
Yeah, and then women into backwards, you know. I remember I had a time in AU days. A girl, she wanted gallon. She tell me she offered to sleep with me if I could link she with gallon.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all.
She offered to, I don't want to use words like,
Yeah, you don't
I'm
have
doing
to.
better.
That's right. And
She
how you
offered
feeling?
to sleep
How you
with me.
feeling?
Stressed.
Stressed. Then that's good. Then God needs
She
to
offered
work
to
hard on
sleep
you.
with me if I link her with Bungie.
Did you link her?
Yeah,
Did
link
you do
her.
it? Did you do it?
But I'll link her with Bungie. Let me just say that.
So you did it.
Huh? And when I say link,
So you did it.
I just say, this girl want to talk to you, no dog.
So
That's
you
all
did-
my job was done.
So you didn't do what you
He
wanted.
say no. Huh?
So you didn't do what you wanted.
All right. If
So you did it, basically. That's crazy.
well, I was just providing a service.
Where is she now? Is she on this podcast by chance or in the Hamper Help group?
I don't even remember her name. I remember her name. Could barely remember her
Did you get any sickness?
sickness.
I said what I said, bro.
You get any sickness?
Is that a real question?
I talking about in the days when when you was running the streets.
I was not running no streets, and don't let me tell my story again. Right? What you tell that story for? What's the point of that?
I just saying women ain't easy too.
You real sick, man, You take one for the team, yeah. I go hear about all that. I go and take one for the team before I dare to. And make sure that all they give me all this nice talk all they giving JD. Make sure, you understand, that I get all my flowers
We
for
listen
taking one for
and
the
we
team.
don't judge.
Hey, Ryan, I find nobody in taking on what I just say. You understand?
Ryan said?
I see and I hear everything. I am taking one for the team before I close my eyes. Right? Good.
We listen and we don't judge.
I find that game is real messing.
Not me.
Yeah, Siobhan, we know about JD walk. He alone think he don't how he walk. When he walking, he does it unconsciously, consciously, because he doesn't believe that he
They're not
lives for
talking
people.
about that type of walk that you talk and Richard's be talking about. They're just talking about you had a wild walk.
Oh.
Needs to get in visuals.
I just tell, but that's what words just do. Not words doesn't bring visuals.
Can we look? Right, so can we wrap up? Good pod.
I trying to figure out who I with.
Yeah. I was talking about the old Miguel. You know when AO was? That was 23.
I just want to know where all these people is. You understand? Because real people just come back here and everybody is your friend and your dog and all kind of thing. And then before I know it, it's because it's one of them. You understand? And you just want to be friends with everybody and anything.
That's 24 years ago.
And you remember though? So what the
I
point
don't
is?
know where people are.
That's not the point.
London,
But you remember though?
Canada, New York.
Canada and New York. I know you used to fly there often. How your visa looking? I find you watching me when I'm talking to you. You're throwing more. You're sickening.
Maya's in the building.
Maya.
Easy, Mize.
Oh
All right,
God,
so-
Maya, we ain't forget you. We've had a lot going on, but we'll talk when we can.
All right, so let's wrap up now.
Yeah,
So
let's wrap up. No pun intended. Did Bungie use protection?
no, I did not say that I have no information, knowledge, nor did I say that Bungie Garland went with the girl.
Right.
The deal was she offered to sleep with me if I link her with Bungie's number.
So it really wasn't about Bungie then. So you get played because
No,
apparently
she
that's
wanted
all.
Garland.
So apparently
I
it's
said-
really easy to just get Olia with anything.
Hey, she
You
was not
just-
me.
She was on you.
No?
Yes, she
wa-
was.
No,
If
she couldn't get Garland number at the time.
She didn't really want his number. She
Remember, it
wanted
wasn't
you.
on no social media.
She didn't
People
really.
couldn't get a number
she
like that.
didn't really want that number. You don't get where I'm going with this.
I said,
You get played. That is all.
how I get played?
Well, when I say played, I mean you thought it was about Bungie. It wasn't about Bungie. It was about you.
How
and
I
I need
get-
to stop calling people names
How I get played?
because it really wasn't about the number. It was about you.
She was a Garland fanatic. Yeah, she was a Garland fanatic. Smoke, fire brigade, smoke, fire brigade. She was one of them. And she wanted his number and she wasn't getting it. Everybody was single. You understand?
My belly is in.
So,
Let me just wrap up this thing.
She
please.
asked me for the number. I said, nah, I can't get
Hey,
a number, girl,
I hear
man.
the
Then
story.
she said,
I don't want to hear it again, and I hear it already.
would you like this for the number? I said, okay, cool. And then I said, Galen, this person, I give their number.
You're sickening. And you're going to take 30 minutes for me to get a story out of my system. And that's 30 minutes female time, so I'll check it tomorrow.
Angela said, yeah, don't call this. I promise you, Bungie, don't even remember that. Because swear. Can we wrap up?
Yeah, we can.
All right, so let me make an apology because we advertised Orlando Octave last week. We had some internet issues. That was resolved.
Praise
but
God.
we tried to get Orlando back tonight. Didn't happen because it's Orlando Octave. He's tried his hard to get him. So he was busy tonight. And then we can't do him next week, please God, because next week, please God, supposed to be, I'm not confirmed yet, Athalia Samuel. She is the Miss World Trinidad and Tobago 2012, second runner-up for Miss Universe TT 2024. She's a technical coordinator, designer, and a cultural ambassador, and she does a lot of humanitarian work. She has some initiatives coming up, and she does a lot of social work. So Athalia is supposed to be next week, please God. So the week after that is a Friday Bacon Lime special that we're planning, and then after that is Christmas, and then we're shutting off Friday Bacon Lime for the end of the year. So my apologies for everyone who was excited about Orlando. We'll see if we could probably get him in 2025. That's how it goes. JD cut the life. We are out of here. All right, so next week, please God. However, if Athalia doesn't confirm by tomorrow and Orlando could make it and the thing work out, we will see how it goes. But that's just the plan. We're letting, we're keeping you all know how it goes. All right. Louis Bonks, where we need?
I don't know, babe. I don't know. We could
Have an
we
appetite?
could talk. Not really.
Okay. All right, cool. Thank you for watching another episode of JD's Vlog. My name is JD.
My name is Lisa.
It's a Friday Can Live. Shoo! See you next week, please, God. Thank you for allowing us to do our 1 hour and a half. I'm going to take my cough medicine and my Panadol and everything you all suggested. The honey,
Ginger.
the lime, the ginger. You understand? And all those good stuff.
Kevin, we good, boy. We good.
What you said?
We always good. Nisa, any like sharing, make sure he is under his foot. Later, Ocean.
Oh yeah. Monday, please go on. Those of you all who follow us and who listen to us on radio, thank you so much. If you didn't know, Nisa and I, we work on Sky 99.5 FM Reloaded. All right. If you live in the States and you still want to listen to us, you could go on, just type it in Sky 99.5 FM. And you could check us out on the stream. But for those of you all in Trinidad, tune in on your radio, on your dial, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. every single day. Radio kind of like the podcast, but
radio is much, much safer. Because apparently
we play music.
We were talking about the fact that on Christian radio, we can't even really be Christian. It's very strange.
Yeah, boy.
Christian radio, you can't really be Christian because you offend Christians. It's weird.
Yeah. So radio is, of course, a bunch of super awesome music. But it's kind of like the podcast-ish, because it's kind of...
You see all this talking here? I remember asking for 15 minutes. You want to ask for 15 minutes?
We need to go and do the safety date. I wanted to do it today, so I'm going to do that right now. Right. All right, guys, we are here,
Learn the art of saying goodbye properly.
Thank you again to Little Caesars. Let me check it out. This is the latest thing that they have right now. They have the bacon crust, $100, and you could stuff the crust. That means the crust has bacon on it. It is awesome. Check it out. You have the party meal for all the limers. And then the new location is in Eastgate. And one of my favorites right now is the Crazy Puffs for the kids and the kids at heart, which is me. So thank you, Little Caesars. One more time, this is our Cash App. If you want to send a donation, if you love what you see from us, or you just like the podcast, you could send us your love one time with that as well.
Let's know how many shares we ending off with.
Hold on, let me just do this real quick. If you don't do Cash App and you want PayPal, you could do it. You could use PayPal as well. Here's our PayPal. PayPal me, JD's vlog. All right? Let's see how much live.
I feel like I have a fever that just not. Talk to me. A little thing.
A little thing. Not bad like last night. Last night was
last time was hard.
Let me check the lives. Let me check the shares. Thank you, Ocean. Thank you, Hayden. Our eyes in the comments. 35 shares. We taking that. Thank you. Blessings.
See you guys next week.
Please God. We out.
Podcast, read all about it. When it comes to podcasting, we are number one. All the sponsors ready, the big steps ready, the internet above the shutting up. Welcome to the Hey Arima,
Hey Digo,
hey Brooklyn,
Big up Canada,
hey Caroline,
Down in Tobago,
Shady Life, UK London, Shady Life, everybody there, Shady Life. Why?
I'm making the place.
Random singing.
Wow, I'm making the place.
Take your phone on. Shady Life, Hayden, Shady Life,
Debbie,
Patrina, Shady Life,
Jacksonville,
Shady Life, Todd, Kellyanne, Shady Life,
Sadie and Joanna,
Shady Life, everybody just Shady Life. Friday, start the show.
People like you now.